I'm probably not gonna even edit this. I'm probably just gonna let it be free flow. So what's up, YouTubers? My name is Nigel Lana. Thank you for clicking this video. Make sure you leave me a thumbs up and even subscribe to my channel if you want. This video is gonna be a little bit of a chit chat. I'm gonna put my weave in because I need to give the half wigs a break. I feel like they've been ripping out my hairline a little bit. Not even my hairline, but like, you know the combs, sometimes when they like dig in, you can feel it ripping your hair out? Yeah. So I'm gonna put in my clip-ins, chit chat a little bit with you guys about what my life as a new mommy has been like. It's actually been a lot of fun and a lot of chaos a little bit, but more fun and laughs than anything. A little bit about what my life is like as a fiancé. Wait. As a fiancé. Damn, the camera doesn't want to focus on my driving. Whatever. Not the camera being a hater. And just, I don't know, rant a little bit. I've never done anything like this, but I've been wanting to do it. So, and I've also been wanting to get more into YouTube anyway. So I thought this would be a great start. So let's get started. So I know a lot of moms lose their hair during postpartum, but I actually feel like my hair has grown and it's actually become a lot fuller. Like, I mean, my hair used to be so thin you could see through the strands, and like it's dense now, which I think is kind of crazy. I also have to say that probably is because of the half wigs I've been wearing, and just putting less heat on my hair. Literally, my hair's just been braided up with the perimeter out and called it a day. But also I haven't been going out at all, especially since baby hasn't had her shots yet. So I haven't really had to do my hair. It's been bonnet life, if anything. So yeah. So the clip-ins I'm going to be putting in my hair today are my Love Me clip-ins, which I absolutely love. I love their curly clip-ins. I love their straight clip-ins. I wore these, last time I wore these, I literally took them out like the same day. So I'm just going to reinstall them and go about the, yeah. I'm just going to reinstall them as is and call it a day. But why am I talking about beauty stuff? I'm supposed to be talking about mommyhood. So, I gave birth on December 9th at 6 in the morning. Well, actually, I didn't give birth. She was cut out of my womb. But nonetheless, she's here. She's healthy and happy and beautiful. I also think, I'm going to get into this later into the video, but I swear to God, these babies are smarter than you realize. Like, crazy. So, postpartum for me has been pretty smooth. I will say the first maybe 2-3 weeks after coming home, I definitely was experiencing the baby blues a little bit. Just because mostly I couldn't move the way I wanted to after the C-section, and that was like really hard, especially when all you want to do is bond and take care of your baby and move around. But literally post C-section, you can't do that. Stormy, stop licking your paws. Post C-section, you really can't do that, and you have to more so rely on your tribe. So I really thank God for my fiance and my mom being here, because I literally could barely even sit on the toilet, take a shower. That's how much pain I was in. So you're in the bed for the most part for the first couple weeks, and while you're on bed rest, you're also kind of mourning your old life. I don't think I'm going to straighten my hair. I think I'm just going to leave it as is. You're kind of mourning your old life. Like, you start thinking about like, oh man, I can't do this anymore, or you start seeing like your friends and stuff posting certain things, and it all just starts to kind of get to you a little bit. So I definitely want to say to any other expecting moms out there to just take it easy. Don't be hard on yourself. And just really soak up that time with your baby in those early stages, because they grow so quick, so fast. I mean, Blythe is already 2 months, and I swear to God, she already looks like a whole new baby. So yeah, just cherish those moments. It's okay that you're not going to be living the same life you were once before, because now your life is just going to be better, in my opinion. You have a forever best friend, which is kind of awesome. So yeah. What else? Let's talk postpartum weight. So when I gave birth, like literally that day I got weighed, I got induced the same day as my last appointment. And that same day I was weighing at 270, I want to say 272. And now I'm weighing at 245. So, and literally all I've been doing is breastfeeding. So thank God for that. The weight seems like it's coming off a little bit. My belly is going, well, my belly has gone down, but I do have a little bit of a pouch, and that's another thing I want to touch on. So postpartum body, you kind of have to learn to live with it for a little bit, especially because like myself personally, before I got pregnant, I was taking Ozempic, and I literally was so skinny. I was doing Pilates. Like, you couldn't tell me nothing. And I was showing my belly, all the things. And then I literally got pregnant right when I was peaking. At my peak in skinniness. So that was kind of like a moment to me. But nonetheless, c'est la vie. So postpartum body, you gotta learn to live with it. Majority of my pregnancy, I did not have stretch marks. Literally until like the last 2 weeks, they randomly appeared. And now I have stretch marks in my belly. That, I'm just gonna roll with the punches, keep using my bio oil like I was. And hopefully they just randomly disappear. But again, these are all things you kind of learn to live with. There's nothing you can really do about it, especially right now when your baby's so young. So yeah. Postpartum body, not everybody snaps back instantly. It's okay, honestly. Some people do, some people don't. And that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Let's talk about breastfeeding. So I decided to breastfeed just because, for one, I wanted to like really challenge myself to provide for my baby in a way that literally no one else ever could. And I also know that breastfeeding has the most nutritional benefits for babies. And this isn't any slights or shades to moms that don't breastfeed or do formula, but it's just something I really wanted to do. I was a formula baby myself, and I personally think I would have been skinny, and I also would have been smarter had I been breastfed, but that's a joke. But I just really wanted to do that. I wanted to have that bonding time with her that no one really could ever have other than me and her. And it has been so, like, I don't know. I don't want to say it's been emotional, but it's definitely been, like, I can't even really put into words. The fact that my body is producing the nutrition and vitamin and nutrients that my baby girl needs round the clock is like so mind-blowing to me that women's bodies can even do that. So yeah, I will say when Blythe was born, she came out sucking her thumb, which was kind of funny. Like our first picture, she literally latched onto her thumb. So I really was praying she would latch onto my boob easily, and she actually did. So I think that was a blessing in itself. I know a lot of people sometimes struggle with getting their baby to latch or even producing. So that was just really great to experience and know that I was going to be able to do it. And I will say I've been doing it. Like half of my freezer, not even half, about 65 to 70% of my freezer is all breast milk already, which is crazy. She'll be 2 months on the 9th of February, and today is, what's today? Today's the 5th. She'll be, and my freezer, we literally have to get a mini deep freezer because of that. So take that how you will. But some people wonder what the sensation of breastfeeding feels like. It feels kind of strange at first, just because it's like, imagine putting like a suction cup on your boob. Well, also that goes hand in hand with pumping. Pumping basically is putting a suction cup on your boob, but it's the strangest feeling, and it didn't hurt, but I will say my nipples were sore. So trying to wait that out for my nipples to stop hurting was a little bit of a journey, but I definitely recommend just taking your ibuprofen, getting a good nipple balm. Make sure you have the proper flange size for your pumps, just so you're not over stimulating your nipple in a way that it shouldn't be, if that makes sense. Oops. But yeah, she does great. She eats a whole lot. She's very chunky now. What else? I was gonna say something else about breastfeeding. Oh, breastfeeding. I think these babies are very intelligent when it comes to breastfeeding, because literally she, like even last night, she was laying on my stomach and she had just eaten maybe like an hour or two before, and we were just laying there cuddling, and then she had her pacifier in her mouth, and all of a sudden she like turned herself to like a slanted angle on my chest, and I shit you not, she made her mouth position directly over my nipple, and then she spits out the pacifier and she starts going like this. Like she's trying to nudge me to whip my boob out for her. And I just thought that was so funny. I'm like, what the hell? The fact that she literally knew the proper position and the proper placement of where the food source is coming from is kind of crazy. Nonetheless, these breastfed in 2026, well, technically she's a 2025 baby. These 2025 and 2026 babies are something else, because that literally was crazy. I've never seen anything like that either. But yeah, I have to say, mom life has been so fun. And I feel like as far as mom life and balancing that with being a fiance, I have definitely gotten more into like my groove. Like now I'm like, before I really wasn't into cooking. I would cook, but I really like, if I could not cook, totally down not to cook. But now I feel like I'm stepping more into like a femininity and servitude type attitude. And servitude, I don't say that in a bad way. I mean it more so in a, like, I want to nourish not only my body, but my partner's body. Because I know if we're both nourished and fed, we're both going to feel good. We're both going to just be good. And I like seeing that reaction of my fiance, of like when I make a meal for us or I make our smoothies, he's just very grateful and very happy and excited to see me in that mode, and that makes me feel good. So I'm no longer a young hoe. I am a grown hoe, but I am still young, if that makes sense. So yeah, and also just seeing him in dad mode is exciting to see as well, and it's also nice to see him in dad mode with our baby, because I've already seen him in dad mode with his first daughter, and she's going to be 11 this year. So it's nice to see the difference from preteen to newborn. It's exciting, and I'm excited for the journey. Okay, this is what we're looking like so far. She's long, honey. Like, I want to flash you guys. I have on my robe. Halfway done. I've been rambling. Let's see. What else can we chit-chat about? We can chit-chat about what it's like to see my mom as a grandmother now, which is so crazy. I swear to God, these grandparents, the way they parented us versus the way they parent their grandkids is so goddamn Jekyll and Hyde. I cannot. But whatever. She's over the moon. She's very happy. And she's also just very peaceful. Not to say my mom wasn't peaceful, but damn, she gave us hell as kids. So seeing her in this, like, also soft era and just, like, calmness is really refreshing. And I get to see, like, a whole other side of her, which is cool. I feel like I'm missing some weave. Am I? Maybe not. I could be, though. This is 3 sets I'm putting in my hair, or is it 2? I feel like I'm missing some extensions. What else has been going on? Have I been more emotional than normal? I definitely think my emotions have leveled out a little bit. More so in the beginning, I think I was just a wreck. It really hits you all at once. Like, damn, I'm a parent. Damn, this baby just came out of me. Like, I really think I was so delulu during my pregnancy. Like, it definitely wasn't kicking in that, oh, my baby's gonna be here soon. And even crazier, she went 3 days past her due date. So, yeah. Moms, we are definitely beautiful creatures and God's gift to the world. Because I will say, let's talk labor and delivery. Contractions hurt like a motherfucker. That's all I gotta say. Literally, I got induced and I was having contractions the night before I got induced, but they were very, like, light. Like, and I was timing them as well. It wasn't anything crazy. Then when I got induced, I personally thought I was about to die. Like, and if you have a very low pain tolerance, feeling contractions is nothing like period cramps. Like, I already can't handle period cramps as it is. Contractions, you literally, I can't even explain it. I think I dissociated for a lot of it, and I was holding onto my bed rail and my labor comb for dear life. You kind of disassociate a little bit because of how much it fucking hurts. And I had the worst labor shakes. Like, my whole body felt like it was convulsing back to back to back. And so when I got put on a Pitocin drip, I was like, there's no way I'm doing Pitocin contractions without a fucking epidural. Give me the epidural expeditiously. So, thank God that happened. Oops. There. Thank God I was able to get my epidural before the Pitocin drip, because the contractions that I had with the Foley balloon inserted, horrible. Never want to go through that again. Absolutely horrible. I don't know how women give birth naturally. I don't know how they did it in the past without any sort of medicines. Like, imagine giving birth in the fucking wilderness with no help, all alone. It's borderline barbaric. Not even borderline, it is barbaric. Crazy. Ouch. Kind of hurt. I'm not doing this seamless at all. Like, I'm kind of just thugging it. That can go lower. Hold on. Okay, that's better. You know, I will say though, I was really scared about having to push out a baby. And I honestly think having a C-section might have been the better route, because I don't know if I would have survived feeling a baby's head come out of my nanny. Like, I was shitting bricks. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to do this. I will say that epidural had me numb. Like, even my stomach was numb. This was the weirdest thing. I was touching my stomach and I literally couldn't feel it. Strange, but makes sense at the same time. That epidural did this big one. But I will say, the only pain that I had during the C-section was when I was being numbed, because I chose to get numbed all the way from, I didn't want to feel no shots, nothing. Just numb me all the way. When the anesthesiologist was sticking the thing in my back for the C-section, the first time he did it, I was bent over at a weird angle, and I like had the worst pain shoot down my leg into my toes. And to this day, my freaking toe still hurts. And I've just been waiting for it to wean off, but it hasn't. So, just when you are getting numbed up for your C-section, don't move. Also, make sure you're sitting up straight, because you're bent over, but make sure you're straight. Because I think it was because I was slightly nudged over. And also the doctors and nurses were just like trying to keep me still so I didn't move during it. And I just think I was just so anxious I moved. So be still, bitch. Unless you want your toes to be hurting like mine. What else can we chit chat about? I feel like I'm almost done with my hair. I definitely didn't do this right though, so hopefully like you won't see how crazy it looks in the back. I'm shocked my baby hasn't woken up yet. Let me check. If you're anything like me and you get anxious about a lot of things, like I was so paranoid about her just like sleeping, like, because I think TikTok does a lot of fear mongering when it comes to new moms, like, and I really hate it. Like, you'll be posting like, oh my God, my baby just turned a week old or something today, and someone will comment like, oh, my baby died at a week, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, why would you say that to me? So the thing that really had me paranoid a lot, and even still now paranoid, is SIDS. Like, so many people, all they talk about when it comes to being a new mom is SIDS. And if you don't know what SIDS is sudden infant death syndrome, which I don't even like to say that out loud because I rebuke all that. That's the main thing I was paranoid about. So if you are paranoid about stuff like that, I highly recommend getting an outlet sock. Like literally, I stay on this goddamn app, just making sure her oxygen levels are up, her pulse, everything. I want to know if she's in a deep sleep or a light sleep. This goddamn outlet sock is a godsend for that. And it is pricey, but it is so worth it in the end. Like, for you to be able to get some real sleep and not be watching your baby breathe throughout the night, get the fucking outlet sock. Like, I really don't know how moms did it before this thing was around. I would not be able to sleep at all. No way. There's no freaking way. Ouch. Let me see. I'm almost done. Am I doing the middle part? I've been putting in my extensions, not even knowing what kind of part to get. I guess I'm doing the middle part. Fuck it. I don't really like middle parts, but whatever. Whatevs. Too late now. I'm not taking all this shit out. I wonder how many pieces I just put in my head. I really haven't been paying attention. That looks stupid. Hold on. Let's talk about self-care as a new mom. I think it's really important to still pour into yourself and not just let yourself go. Because that's also a big contributor to postpartum depression, postpartum rage, just not feeling like yourself. So whatever you need to do to look like yourself again, to feel like yourself again, literally get it done. Like nails, do your eyelashes. I personally have been giving lash extensions a break, and I also don't want to lay down for 2 hours to get a lash set in. So I've been ordering all kinds of lash clusters and just popping them in and calling it a day, because I love beauty. I love looking good and I love feeling good. And those things coincide with each other a lot for me personally. And when I don't feel my best or feel like I'm looking my best, it affects me. I don't know if that's how a lot of other people feel, but like even bad hair days, I get so like dumped down in the dumps, and I really take the time to get myself back together, because looking crazy when you really don't have to is a choice. And I know momming is a lot of work and very time consuming, but babies nap. And if your baby isn't napping, you need to make sure your baby's fucking taking naps. I know a lot of people rave about moms on call. I just read about that the other day, actually. But believe it or not, I've actually been doing moms on call without knowing what moms on call is. Crazy. So it's just like basically a schedule to put your baby on for nursing and eating and things like that. So I got this shit down packed. She eats. I keep her up sitting. She eats. I keep her sitting upright for about like 30 minutes, just so her food goes down and she doesn't spit up. Change her diaper. We kiki, cuddle, and laugh for maybe about 20-25 minutes. Then she goes down for a nap. Literally, I do that back to back to back, and then by like 10-11 o'clock, she's out for the night, which is so freaking amazing to me. I'm like really proud of myself to the fact that she's even at that point of sleeping through the night. Like, I have to wake her up. And I'm up anyway because I have to pump, because my boobs will start to hurt if I go too long without pumping or nursing. So Get your baby on the schedule so you have some time for yourself. Like, literally, that's why you guys haven't heard her in the past, I don't know what, 30, 40 minutes I've been filming this. She's knocked out. She'll probably be up in maybe like 10, 15 minutes though. And then, oh, that's what I want to talk about. Let's talk about co-sleeping. I know some people are anti-co-sleep, some people are pro-co-sleep. I was very much anti-co-sleeping before she was here. I'm very much pro-co-sleeping now. Yeah. Also, my weave is in. My weave is in. Here, I'll tilt it down so you guys can see. What is... I think this is... I want to say 26 inches. 26 inches. I didn't straighten my hair just because my hair gets really silky sometimes and then the clip-ins slip out. Look at that. And now, look at that. Boom, my hair is done. And I'm probably going to curl it too, but I need to curl it for TikTok because I got this new curling iron that is so fucking tea. Low-key though, I think I want to layer the front of my clip-ins. Now the only downside about doing this is I gotta remember how I put them in. So yeah, I'm actually gonna try to do that right now because my fiance's home. I think I'm just gonna layer like this part and that's it. I'm not gonna do anything crazy. That's it. Because I want to keep my clip-ins long, but I want it like a little bayang in the front a little bit. Actually, might have to cut that a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit. Hopefully I can remember how I put these in. Okay. That's gonna be tea when I curl it. That's gonna be so tea when I curl it. Okay. Now I just gotta match it on this side. See, I can always cut my left side, then I cut my right side, and that should be fucked up. Okay, boom, right there. Let's hope that came out right. Otherwise, I'm fucked. Okay. Boom. And I'm done. Okay. Well, I hope we get to no, I won't hope. We will chit chat again soon. But I have to curl my hair for TikTok. I can't curl my hair for you guys. But I can come back when I'm done. I'll do that. Thank you guys for watching this video and listening to me ramble and chit chat. Mommies, new mommies, expecting mommies, current mommies, drop a comment below. Let's start a conversation about what life and motherhood has been like for you so far. For me, it's been all smiles and giggles thus far. So thank you for watching this video. Like and subscribe to my channel. If you want to connect with me on TikTok and Instagram, my name is Nija Alana on there as well. And I'll see you soon.